Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, The Glammed Rebel. I hope everyone's having a good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for daily updates. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, investigating Luna's past, Sheila and Finn. On The Bold and the Beautiful, Lee Finnegan grossly undervalued Luna Nozawa's other grandma. What is this? Lee Finnegan has another thing coming if she believes she can convince Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, a retired con artist, that Luna is dead. Receive the most recent information on The Bold and the Beautiful delivered directly to your email. As stated in our privacy notice, we utilize your personal information for interest-based advertising. Will Dr. John Finnegan follow his biological mother's lead in seeking answers? Read on to find out. Below are spoilers for what will happen next on the CBS soap opera. Sheila brings Finn on board. Sheila Carter asked Dr. Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, some questions this week on B&B regarding the shooting death of Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. Luna is said to have died at the hospital while Sheila was having treatment for her 8 toes. However, Sheila becomes increasingly aware that Lee is concealing something the more questions she poses. Why is she unable to locate her granddaughter's grave? Spoilers for Bold and Beautiful indicate that Sheila Carter will soon find Dr. Finn Tanner Novlin and inform him of her worries. What is this? Since his mother kidnapped him from the hospital following his shooting and staged his death, Finn is aware of her potential. Finn will soon begin to piece together the evidence and come to the conclusion that his daughter may not be dead after all. Finally, Finn and Sheila get to know one another. To gather her thoughts, Steffi Forrester, played by Jacqueline McInnes Wood, has left town with the children. While she's away, Finn and Sheila can spend time together searching for information about Luna Nozawa and bonding over their new Scooby-Doo mystery. His wife has made sure they haven't spent any time together since he found out that Sheila was his biological mother. However, it appears like all bets are off while Steffi is abroad. Furthermore, can Steffi really tell Finn not to talk to Sheila because she just saved her life? Will Sheila and Finn discover Luna together? Are you excited to watch him interact with his biological mother? When Steffi returns home and discovers that Finn and Sheila are now best friends, how will she respond? In the high-stakes world of Los Angeles fashion and Forrester family drama, deception is a currency traded more often than stock. However, some lies are so bold and profoundly devastating that they have the potential to bring down the entire glittering structure. On The Bold and the Beautiful, Dr. Lee Finnegan, a woman long defined by her fierce, protective love, may have just spun a falsehood that will not only unravel her life, but will irrevocably alter the destinies of her son, Dr. John Finn Finnegan, and his notorious birth mother, Sheila Carter. The bombshell spoiler that has sent the fan community into a frenzy is simple yet catastrophic. Lee Finnegan, in a desperate gambit, has declared her newfound granddaughter, Luna Nozawa, deceased. But Lee made one critical, near-fatal miscalculation. She underestimated the predatory instincts of a grandmother who has clawed her way back from the grave more times than anyone can count. Sheila Carter is no fool and she smells a rat. The ensuing investigation, a shocking team-up between Sheila and a conflicted Finn, is poised to become one of the most compelling and consequential storylines of the year. A Scooby-Doo mystery with the highest possible stakes. The investigation isn't just a search for clues, it's a search for a soul, a battle for a family's future, and the beginning of a bond that could destroy Finn's marriage to Steffi Forrester forever. Part 1. A Mother's Instinct, a Con Artist's Sixth Sense. To understand why Lee's lie is doomed to fail, one must first understand the psyche of Sheila Carter. Sheila is not merely a villain. She is a force of nature, a master of manipulation whose entire existence has been a chess match of survival. She has faked deaths, switched babies, shot her enemies and her loved ones, and engineered intricate cons that would baffle a federal agent. Believing that a simple, tragic story and a few crocodile tears could placate such a woman is the height of folly. Sheila speaks deception fluently, while Lee's recent performance has been a clumsy, amateurish dialect. The spoilers indicate Sheila's suspicion is piqued during a seemingly mundane moment, a checkup on her infamous foot, now missing a toe thanks to her faked death by bear mauling. It's a classic B&B setup, a moment of vulnerability that sharpens her senses. While she was incapacitated, supposedly recovering from her own near-death experience at the hands of Sugar, the world moved on without her. A granddaughter was shot, rushed to the hospital, and pronounced dead. It's all a little too neat, a little too convenient. Sheila's questions for Lee would start innocently enough. Sheila would begin with condolences, followed by the typical questions a grandmother might ask. How did it happen so fast? Who was the attending physician? And the most crucial question of all, where is she buried? I want to pay my respects. I need to say goodbye to my granddaughter. This moment is where Lee's story would begin to fray at the edges. We can envision the scene. Lee, her face a mask of strained grief, would offer vague platitudes. It's too painful to talk about. We had a private service. It's better if you stay away, Sheila. Your presence would only cause more pain. But for Sheila, these are not the answers of a grieving grandmother. They are the deflections of a cornered liar. Every evasion, every shift of the eyes, and every tremor in Lee's voice would be a blaring siren in Sheila's mind. Why would Lee, who knows the depth of Sheila's desire for family, deny her the simple closure of visiting a grave? The answer is straightforward. There is no grave. There is nobody. There is only a lie. Sheila, the woman who once held a whole hospital hostage, knows that when a story lacks tangible details, a location, a death certificate, a shared memory of a funeral, it's because the story is a fabrication. She is a retired con artist, but her skills are not rusty. They're ingrained in her very DNA. This isn't just suspicion. It's professional recognition. Lee Finnegan is playing a game Sheila herself invented. Part 2. The Doctor's Awakening. Deja vu and the ghost of a lie. Sheila's suspicions alone are potent, but she needs an ally on the inside. Someone with access, credibility, and most importantly, a personal stake in the truth. She needs her son. The true genius of this storyline lies in recruiting Finn to her cause, a task that would have been impossible just months ago. But the writers have laid the perfect groundwork, a piece of Finn's own traumatic history that makes him uniquely susceptible to Sheila's theory. When Sheila tracks down Finn, he will undoubtedly be wrapped in his grief, mourning the daughter he barely knew. He will initially react with anger and disbelief to his birth mother's conspiracy theory. He will see it as Sheila being her typical, disruptive self, unable to accept a tragedy and determined to make it all about her. "Leave it alone, Sheila," we can hear him saying. "My daughter is gone. Don't make this experience harder than it already is. My mother is grieving." And that is when Sheila will play her trump card, the one piece of evidence that Finn cannot refute because he lived it. She will look him dead in the eye and say something to the effect of, "Your mother? Finn, are you forgetting what your mother is capable of when she thinks she's protecting you? She watched the world mourn you. She let your wife, the mother of your son, believe she was a widow. She hid you from everyone you loved and lied to their faces, day after day. She faked your death, Finn. Are you so sure she wouldn't do it again to protect your daughter from me?" This is the moment the entire story pivots. The words will hit Finn like a physical blow, unlocking a Pandora's box of traumatic memories. He will remember waking up in that hidden room, paralyzed and helpless, while his adoptive mother fed him a narrative of isolation. He will remember her cool, clinical lies to Steffi and Taylor. He knows better than anyone that Lee Finnegan operates under her own skewed moral code, one where monumental deception is justifiable if the ends serve her definition of protection. Suddenly, Lee's vagueness about Luna's final moments and resting place won't seem like grief. It will seem like a familiar pattern of behavior. The lack of detail, the insistence on privacy, it's the exact same playbook she used on him. The cognitive dissonance will be overwhelming. He loves and trusts Lee, the woman who raised him. But he cannot deny the chilling parallel between his own faked death and Luna's supposed passing. The desire to believe his daughter could still be alive would be an unbearable, intoxicating hope. It would be a seed of doubt that, once planted by Sheila, would grow into an obsession. Finn, the logical man of science, will realize that the most unbelievable conspiracy theory is, in his specific and tragic experience, entirely plausible. Part 3. The Unlikely Duo, a Finnegan-Carter investigation. Steffi Forrester, conveniently out of town with the kids, seeks refuge from the very chaos Sheila embodies, creating a power vacuum. Steffi has always been the firewall between Finn and Sheila, the fierce protector of her family, enforcing a strict no-contact rule. Her absence is the catalyst that allows this unholy alliance to blossom. The stage is set for Finn and Sheila finally get to know each other, as the spoilers tease, not over a strained family dinner, but over a clandestine investigation into a possible kidnapping and conspiracy. Their search for clues will be a masterclass in combining their unique skill sets. Finn's access. As a respected doctor at the same hospital where Luna supposedly died, Finn has the keys to the kingdom. He can access medical records, toxicology reports, and staff schedules. His first move would be to pull Luna's file. He'd be looking for inconsistencies, a forged signature from a doctor who wasn't on call, a time of death that doesn't align with witness accounts, or a cause of death that seems medically improbable. He might find the file suspiciously thin, or perhaps too perfect, as if scrubbed and sanitized. Sheila's street smarts. While Finn looks at the data, Sheila will look at the people. She knows how to read body language, how to spot a lie, and how to apply just the right amount of pressure to make someone crack. She might suggest they talk to the nurses on duty that day, not as a doctor and a grieving grandmother, but with a more subtle approach. Sheila could employ her manipulative charm to disarm them, posing seemingly innocent questions that aim to expose a contradiction in their answers. The paper trail, the ultimate proof, lies in the bureaucracy of death. Where is the official, state-sanctioned death certificate? This will be their primary objective. Finn can try to pull it through official hospital channels. When it inevitably fails to materialize or proves to be a forgery, it becomes their first piece of hard evidence. From there, they might look at financial trails. Did Lee make any large, unexplained cash withdrawals? Did she hire a private nurse? Did she rent a secluded property? Sheila would know exactly what kind of resources are needed to make a person disappear. This shared mission will compel a previously forbidden level of intimacy and collaboration between mother and son. In late-night strategy sessions at the Cliff House, poring over hospital blueprints or financial statements, they will start to see different sides of each other. Finn will witness Sheila's sharp intellect and unwavering focus, not in service of a crime, but in service of finding his daughter. He will see her fierce, almost feral, grandmotherly love, a mirror of his own paternal devotion. For Sheila, this is the ultimate dream come true. She is not just helping her son. She is proving her worth to him. She is demonstrating that her darker skills can be used for good. Every clue they uncover together will be a brick in the foundation of a new relationship, a bond forged in secrecy and a shared goal. The irony is staggering. In trying to protect her family from Sheila, Lee may have created the very scenario that integrates Sheila into the family in the most profound way possible. Part 4. The inevitable fallout, a family shattered and rebuilt. The climax of this storyline will not be the moment they find Luna, and it seems all but certain that they will. The true explosion will come afterward, with shockwaves that will ripple through every major family in Los Angeles. The confrontation with Lee. When Finn and Sheila finally corner Lee with undeniable proof that Luna is alive, her defense will be both heartbreaking and infuriating. She will not see herself as a villain. In her mind, she is a hero who saved an innocent child from the corrosive influence of a monster. "I did it to protect her from you, Sheila," she will scream. "I did what you would never do, Finn. I put the child first." She will paint a picture of a life where Luna could grow up safe and normal, away from the Forrester-Logan-Spencer vortex of drama and danger that Sheila represents. Her words will place Finn in an impossible moral quandary. Can he condemn the woman who raised him for an act of deception born from love, especially when she used the same tactic to save his life? The reunion with Luna. Finding Luna will be a moment of pure, unadulterated joy, but it will be followed by complex questions. Where has she been? Who was helping Lee? Was Luna a willing participant, or was she a prisoner? The answer will determine Lee's ultimate fate. If Luna was convinced it was for her own good, it complicates the narrative. Lee is a clear-cut kidnapper if she was detained against her will. This reunion will solidify Sheila's place as a hero in Finn's eyes. She wasn't just right, she was the driving force that brought his daughter back. The return of Steffi. This chapter is the ticking time bomb at the heart of the story. Steffi will return from her trip, hoping for a calm and stable home, only to walk into her worst nightmare. She will find her husband, Finn, not just speaking to Sheila, but allied with her. He will likely be defending her actions, praising her instincts, and speaking of a newfound understanding with her. For Steffi, the outcome will be an unforgivable betrayal. She left to escape Sheila's shadow, only to find that it has engulfed her husband in her absence. The arguments will be seismic. How could you, Finn? After everything she's done to our family. She shot you. She shot me. Steffi will rage. She helped me find our daughter, Steffi. Finn will counter, his perspective completely shifted. Lee is the one who lied to us. She took our child. Sheila was the only one who saw the truth. This conflict is irreconcilable. Finn will now see Sheila through a new lens, the flawed, dangerous, but ultimately devoted grandmother who restored his family. Steffi will only ever see the psychopath who tried to murder them. He will see a hero. She will see a monster he has willingly invited into their home. The Shin marriage, which has already weathered so many storms, may not survive this one. Steffi cannot and will not coexist in a world where Finn and Sheila are besties. She will give him an ultimatum, me or her. And for the first time, Finn's choice may not be as clear-cut as it once was. In conclusion, the search for Luna Nozawa is far more than a simple mystery plot. It is a character-redefining crucible for everyone involved. It is the story of Lee Finnegan's downfall, a tragic tale of a mother's love transforming into a destructive obsession. It is Sheila Carter's ultimate redemption arc, a chance to use her dark talents for a noble cause and finally win the acceptance she has craved from her son. Most importantly, it is the story of Finn's transformation. He is no longer just the good doctor, the devoted husband caught between two mothers. He is now an active participant in the gray areas, forced to reconcile his past trauma with his present reality. His bond with Sheila, forged in the fire of this investigation, will change the entire dynamic of the show. The question is no longer whether they will find Luna, but what will be left of their families when they do. One thing is certain. When Steffi Forrester comes home, she won't be returning to the life she left behind. She'll be returning to a house where the lines between hero and villain have been blurred beyond recognition. All thanks to a lie told with the best intentions and a truth uncovered by the most unlikely of detectives. You are welcome to share any video requests in the comments. I will make a video about it. Stay connected with the Glammed Rebel for all the latest updates, spoilers, and deep dive recaps. See you in the next video. Please stay safe and healthy. I hope God keeps you safe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell button for daily updates.